Okay, let's wrap up the pancake demonstration. It's been many hours since I put the batter in the refrigerator. I have heated the grill at 350, and I'm going to grab my batter out of the fridge and grab the whisk, and I'm going to whisk it, and if I think it's too thick, then I will add more water. If I think it's just right, then that's fine. Hopefully it won't be too watery. So what I challenge you to do is, make it the consistency of pancake batter that you, if you've made pancakes before, you like them thick or thin, and you know what the consistency is, so try to replicate that. Duplicate that, yeah, same thing. So you can do it this time and say, oh no, they came out too thick, or oh no, they came out too thin, and make adjustments next time. I'm going to add a little bit of water because I do like mine thin. And I'm not going to cook this whole batch of pancakes while you watch. And I'm pretty sure you know how to make pancakes, but I'll show you how I drop them on the grill just for the heck of it, and then I'll show you how I serve them later. So I'm going to spray the griddle. I don't know if it needs spray or not, but I always spray it with the non-fat butter spray. I'm going to use the same little 1/8 cup scoop that I use when I make the peanut butter cookies. And you should hear some. I've tried to make it so you could see me all the way. So these actually are not coming out very thin. They're doing pretty well. They're the size of, what would they call them? $10 pancakes? Is that what they call them? Not that I've been to IHOP in the last 10 years, but I think that's what they call them. So I have 8 on there now, and I have my plate out here. So just the way you cook pancakes when they bubble up, and you get their air bubbles, and you can tell when to flip them, and you make them as light or dark as you like. Now, I told you that I store them in 100-calorie packs, and you might go, well, how does she know they're 100-calorie packs? And there's 2 ways that you can figure it out. The batter, the way that I made it today, and we'll put the ingredients on the website, has 420 calories. So at the end of your griddling, you can take 420 and divide it by the number of pancakes that you have. That's one way of doing it, and it keeping in mind that if your pancakes are not the same size, it's not going to work. So however good you are at pouring your pancake batter and making them even, then that's a good method to do. It's a very simple method. So 420 divided by however many pancakes you have. The other way to do it is, after you cook all your pancakes, weigh them. So, like, I have 2 plates that are just like this, and I can put an empty plate on the scale and do tare, and then take the plate with the pancakes and set it on there. And whatever the weight of my pancakes is, it's 400 divided by whatever the weight, which I do in grams, and that will mean that my pancakes have blank calories per gram. Usually, if I remember correctly, it's about 1 calorie per gram, a little bit under, a little bit over, just depending on the consistency of my batter. So I put them in little baggies after they've very cooled off. I put them in baggies and I freeze them. And actually, I weigh them out so they have less than 100 calories because I'm going to add syrup. And even though it's the Walden Farms sugar-free syrup that says it has no calories, I apply generously, and I imagine it has at least 5 calories. So this is the way that would work. Now, how much you can see, but in my freezer, I'm running low. I only have 2 packs left, and one of them isn't even a whole serving size. So, here, I'll use that one for the demonstration. So, we'll make believe this is a pack of 100-calorie pancakes, and as you can see, it's a big frozen clump. I'm putting it on a plate, preferably a glass one, because I'm going to microwave it, and I want you to be very careful about what you put in your microwave, especially colorful things may have lead paint in them, especially if they're from, well, if they're from anywhere, they could have lead paint in them. So I have a frozen clump of pancakes. I'm going to defrost them in the microwave. Say, time to frost 2 minutes. And I need to flip these, I need to take these pancakes off the griddle, put another batch on. So, when they defrost, then I can separate them and spread them out on the plate and maybe gently warm them, maybe 30 seconds. But I put my syrup in a separate microwavable bowl, little bowl, and heat my syrup separately and then pour it over the pancakes because I don't want all the syrup to be absorbed into the pancake in the heating process, so I do it separately. And usually I'll have a plate of pancakes and some fruit, maybe a cereal bar, but I don't know if I've shown you this before. This is the Walden Farm syrup. I believe I got this at Richard's, Whole Foods, and or Publix. And again, Food Line in North Carolina has all of these products. At least it did a couple years ago, and that was awesome. And they're about $3 each. If you can't find them in the store, you can get them online. When I have, whenever I have breakfast, it's either some kind of eggs and fruit, or oat bran and fruit, or cream of wheat and fruit, or yogurt and fruit. That's it, and pancakes and fruit. So I always have fruit with my breakfast, with my lunch, as my little desserts. Okay, so I'm separating them out on the plate now. So these are the finished pancakes, except this is only 50 calories worth. And I made them thin. You might make them thicker and end up with 2 pancakes for 100 calories. I like to eat more pancakes, so I make them smaller and thinner. And like I've told you before, I know we added water to this batter, but that's what dilutes the calories, and that's exactly what some of these Hostess and Lean Cuisine and these other fancy low-calorie food producers do. They add a sugar substitute and they add water, and then you pay a couple bucks extra for that product. So I think this should conclude the pancake demo. As I said, when they're all done and I divide them out into the serving size, I put them in these little plastic baggies inside a big Ziploc bag, and I throw them in the freezer. And you can do that too if you have kids and just pop it on their plate in the morning before school. Don't know that I have anything else to tell you about the pancakes except enjoy. Oh, remember it was whole wheat flour. I never ever use white flour. I don't have any white flour. I haven't bought it for years, and I don't endorse white flour. Okay, enjoy your breakfast.